Hello, my name is Joe Richter. I'm a real estate broker and an associate broker with Keller Williams Realty. I am licensed in Oregon and California. I prepare 14 monthly reports that look at the monthly market trends in 14 communities from Newport to Coto through Irvine and Trabuco Canyon. Obviously includes Coto to Caza. These reports can be accessed on our website at joe-richter.com under a navigation link named Market Trends Monthly Update. Each report takes a focused look at a specific community or neighborhood. The goals are 1. To establish and monitor home values, 2. To define the market type as either a seller or a buyer's market, and 3. To set reasonable expectation for days on market, the period from listing to getting an acceptable offer and signing a contract. This report focuses on Coto single-family homes priced between $1 million and $2 million. It covers the period from January 1st, 2020 through May 27th, 2020. The monthly headline is New Listings, Contracts Written, and Closings all have a great month, showing rebound. Inventory is low and reasonable. The blue line in the listing graphs show a positive turn in May. The blue line in the inventory graph shows it's low but steady. The market type in Coto for the single-family homes in this price range is currently a buyer's market with 4.0 months of inventory. As seen in the table, monthly inventory levels have been pretty stable around 3.0 months. For perspective, there was quite a few months in 2017, 18, and 19 where inventory levels were in the 5, 6, and 7 month range, so the past few months have been quite good. Chapman University defines a buyer's market in Southern California as being 3.5 months or more of inventory. Monitoring the active listings provides insight into trends that may be developing that impact home values and inventory levels. There are 42 active listings. There were 39 in our report 30 days ago. There were 56 new listings over the past 90 days. 29 of those listings are still on the market. There were 18 new listings in May during the stay-at-home order. There are 3 essential steps in selling and buying. New listings reflect a willing seller. Contracts written reflect a willing buyer, and closing is the execution of the technical aspects of the purchase contract by the buyer with the lender's cooperation. Compared to 2019, new listings are down 11%. Contracts written are down 19%. Closings are down 17%. New listing trends are how we look at normal seasonal activity. New listings, as noted earlier, are down 11% on a year-over-year basis. The Coto single-family home market made a nice rebound in May. Pay attention to this graph over the next 60 days. On the positive side, first, 2020 started off very strong in Coto and the rest of the county. There were plenty of sellers and buyers willing to make a deal. And, more importantly, Fannie Mae is forecasting a very strong third and fourth quarter this year. Contracts written are down 19% compared to 2019. Coto slipped into a buyer's market condition because there were fewer buyers in the market than there were sellers. Closings are down 17% on a year-over-year basis, but did a very strong rebound in May. The 11 closed sales tied both January and February for the top spot so far this year. Home values are understandably the most important subject that sellers want to discuss. In Coto, single-family home values are running up 1.3% compared to last year. The average current list price for the active listings is $1,450,000. The range is from $1,048,000 to $1,999,000. It might surprise you to know that the 90-day closings trend is perhaps the most important thing we can discuss in this report. Recent closings are used as a primary metric to determine pricing in appraisals and CMAs. Depending on the amount of information available, a look-back period of 90 to 180 days is typically used to obtain sufficient data to make the estimate. We use a 90-day look-back period in everything we do. One, because our markets are robust, and two, the shorter period reduces the distortion seasonality has on the data. For instance, looking back 6 months at this time would mean we would have November and December data from last year in our assumptions. That would be data that was totally irrelevant to what's going on today. In the past 90 days, 29 homes have closed. 18 homes have closed below the revised asking price. 2 homes have closed at the revised asking price, and 9 homes have closed above the revised asking price. This is very normal data distribution for the Coto single-family home market segment. Days on market is the time from activating the listing on the MLS to getting an offer accepted and a purchase contract signed. As listing brokers, we always advise in a normal market the DOM would be 30 to 45 days. The DOM for all active listings in Coto is 75 days. It was 70 days in our last report at the end of April, and it was 47 days at the end of March. We should note that DOM for the closing so far this year is 41 days. This indicates that the homes that have sold and closed earlier this year were selling in less time. Inventory levels are the determining factor in defining a market type as either a seller or buyer's market. Chapman University defines a buyer's market here in Southern California as being 3.5 months or more of inventory. The current inventory level in Coto is 4.0 months. To aid in forecasting, we monitor 3 measures of inventory. 90-day trends will give us a sense of a surge in new listings or contracts written. Currently, the 90-day inventory rose 27%. Year-over-year inventory helps measure how steady, dependable a market is. Year-over-year inventory is down 15%. Monitoring the month-by-month comparison lets us check on seasonality abnormalities. May 2020 compared to May 2019 is down 22%. I would like to comment here that all of those measures are at the edge but within normal variations that we would see. I'm sure by now you've gathered we use a lot of data in these reports. We get the data direct from the MLS. We have a bunch of saved searches, close to 40, so we are always comparing the same data sets for each community. We put the raw data into our proprietary statistical models. No one else has this presentation. Because we have the saved searches, we can use them for other things. So we have prepared links for each community on our website so you can see the public-facing information in our reports. This map and the listing thumbnails that follow are on our website. These thumbnails provide summary information. To see more detail on any particular listing, just click on the thumbnail and you will see the full range of public information provided on the MLS. This link is accurate to within seconds. You will get information faster here than you will on Zillow, Redfin, or Realtor.com. You can access this data at joe-richter.com under the navigation link Predefined Community Listings. The drop-down list shows the communities our sellers and buyers have asked us to provide for quick access. These are live dynamic links with up-to-the-second accuracy. When we process our data, we put everything into tables. This table is our list of currently active listings. I should point out that on this table and the one that follows, we have set up very professional statistical tables that look at standard range of deviation. In other words, we're trying to determine outliers. This is the table for the closings that have occurred so far this year. Because the table will grow in length because of the number of closings, to put it into these reports, we have to break it down into multiple pages. The next page is the second part so far this year. And this is page 2 of the closings so far this year. So here is the last bit of detail. This chart shows the value range of the closings. The red dots represent the close prices. The gray dot circles represent the original list price of the same transaction. Notice many gray dots are above the red dot, indicating a price reduction sometime during the listing or during negotiation. However, there are plenty of gray dots below the red dots, which shows a price increase. This is typical when a well-priced home draws multiple offers and competition. The buyers often pay more than the original list price. In other words, the market determines value. In closing, we would like to say thank you for patiently listening. We have tried to make this a high-level explanation of how the market is evolving. If you need help with your real estate needs or just have questions about forbearance or prices or DOM, anything at all, please contact me. The team I work with would love to be of service. Again, thank you very much.